Hello, Chabad Youth Kids. This is a very exciting week. It is actually the very last week of the year. So you guys get to hear the last Goodnight Chabad Youth story of the entire year, 5780. And that means the next time you tune in, it'll be next year's story. It sounds like it's in a long time next year, but next week is next year. We are about to welcome in a brand new year, and that's why the book that I chose today is Time to Start a Brand New Year. It's a really fun one. Lots of fun rhyming and lots of beautiful things that you might know about the wonderful Yom Tov that's about to start. So to make it all the more fun, what I'm going to do is hold up an object about the next page that we're reading, and you guys are going to try to guess what the poem's going to be about. Are we ready? Let's go. So here are all our fun friends joining us, getting ready for Rosh Hashanah. Let's go. We are Rosh Hashanah blowing. See us picking, tasting, throwing, busy dipping, baking, sending, as this year is almost ending. Look at all the busy friends in this picture, or there might be brothers and sisters, getting ready. I see some shayfers and challahs. I see some mailman and some tashlach. I see some apples and some honey. This is going to be one exciting Yom Tov. So the very next page, what do you guys think it's going to be about? This one's not such a hard one to guess. You got it. It's going to be about the special fruit that we dip in honey. Apple tree, apple tree. Have you anything for me? Rosh Hashanah is almost here. Time to start a brand new year. I have apples everywhere. When you're in an apple orchard, you've got a lot of apples, ripe and ready here and there. Choose the biggest one you see, a present from the apple tree that Hashem sends on our apple tree. So we see some beautiful little Jewish children collecting apples, getting ready for Rosh Hashanah. Now on the next page, we are going to read about the honey that we're going to dip our apples into. How do we get honey? I'm sure you guys have heard about it in your schools or online classes. Honeybee, honeybee. Do you spot the honey beekeeper there? Have you anything for me? Rosh Hashanah is almost here. Time to start a brand new year. I have honey, just like we do. Golden sweet for a sticky New Year's treat. Pour my honey in a dish, dip your apple, make a wish. And that special wish you probably can sing. Yehi ratzai mofanecha shetechadesh aleinu shana taiva umasuka. The next page. Guys, are ready for the next page? For the next page, I brought some artwork that was created by my children. What do you think the next page is about? Some guesses? You got it. It's Rosh Hashanah special cards wishing all of our friends and family and our grandparents a sweet new year. Let's read. We are Rosh Hashanah sending. See us writing, cutting, bending. Now we're stamping, sticking, folding. All the envelopes we're holding. Look at how many Rosh Hashanah cards they're preparing. I see a lot of beautiful cards that say Lashana Taiva, and everyone is getting involved in helping out. I love that. There's a lot of things to do before Yom Tov, and we all need help. And then on the very next page, we're going to spy the person who brings us our mail, because those beautiful cards need to head to the mailbox where they're going to be delivered to the special lucky people who are receiving our cards. Mailman, mailman, driving in your mail van. We have lots of cards right here to wish our friends a good new year. I see a lot of responsible kids helping grab all of those beautiful Shana Tova cards, carrying them to the closest mailbox and getting ready to send them off to all the lucky people who are going to receive them. In the next picture, we are about to help the mommy in the book prepare to make some, what do you think? Is it Hamantaschen? Kreplach? Challah. And what type of challah? What shape is the challah? Did you say round? I can't quite hear you. You might have to yell a little bit louder. But if you said round, you got it. Let's do it. Challah bakers, challah bakers. Where are all those challah makers? Rosh Hashanah's almost here. Time to start a brand new year. Now, if you guys are your mommy's best helpers, you're going to see all the kids lined up, holding on to all the ingredients and walking together so happily to come bake the beautiful round challahs. Now, in the next page, you're going to see the whole family helping out, and you'll hear a little bit about how we make the round challahs. Let's go. We are Rosh Hashanah baking. How yum does that dough look? Yummy, yummy raisins inside. See us sifting, mixing, taking, lots of shaping, brushing, rising. Raisins in it. How surprising. Do you know why people add raisins? Because they're super duper sweet. I like my challah without raisins, but they are really yum. But you'll see all the special helpers are making sure that things stay together on the counter. We've got the kneaders and the people who are brushing on the egg and the yummy challah that's already in the oven, that's coming out of the oven. And I'm sure you can spy the mommy in the corner who's separating some dough and making a special bracha. Because part of the beautiful mitzvah of making challah, and the most important part, is to separate the part of the dough before and make a special bracha, because that part's for Hashem. Let's go to the next page. Now it's time to do a really special thing. There's some big ones and some small ones. And what do you think they're doing with them? They are setting the Yom Tov table. And the reason they're big and small ones are because it's not just enough that mommy's lighting Shabbos candles. It's also going to be for the special girls from 3 years old, or maybe even a little bit younger, who are going to be starting the beautiful Yom Tov that we're all waiting for. They're going to bring it in with their special bracha and start the entire brand new year with warmth and light. Let's see how these boys and girls help with setting the table. Now we're spreading, putting, getting. We are Rosh Hashanah setting. For the guests we are inviting, candles ready, time for lighting. Look at how much fun they're having, spreading out the tablecloth, putting the candles inside, carefully carrying a lot of plates. And the kiddush and the beautiful round challahs that everybody worked together to create. And everyone together is making the table beautiful and ready for Rosh Hashanah. Now they're going to invite some guests. We're probably not going to have any guests at our table, but we know that Hashem is going to be our very special guest as he comes and we crown him as king at our beautiful, very super special Rosh Hashanah table. Now the next page, I wish I had one, but I didn't get it yet from the fruit shop. I'll give you a little hint. It's sold in the fruit shop and it's got tons and tons and tons of seeds. Did you guess it yet? What color is it? It's a remind. Let's see together. We have this special family about to hear Kiddush. Rosh Hashanah, now you're here. Have a happy, sweet new year. Pomegranate, red and round. That's the remind we were talking about. What is underneath your crown? 1 seed, 2 seeds, 3 seeds, 4. And I have so many more. You want to see all the beautiful kids counting out the seeds of the remind? I'm sure you guys tried that in your home. Now, I have yet to find a friend who made it all the way to 613, but if your family were one of those families that made it to 613, please let us know. Now, another thing I want to show you guys is on the same page as the remind, there's actually a couple of other special foods that we eat, a couple of other special simanim. Can you guys spot the fish head laying on the fish platter? We are super excited to see that one. That's always a really popular one in our house. And a lot of other special foods that we eat that all have special reasons that you want to make sure you ask your parents about. And now it's time for the entire beautiful family to be heading out. Now, in our case, we might not be heading out too far, but maybe you can do a little spin around your house, your block, and come right back because you're going to be walking to the shul that you're creating in your home. In your special homes, you're going to be creating a beautiful shul just for you. And that special shul is going to have a machzor, just like you have in a real shul, and you're going to have a chance to create an amazing davening. This machzor is a really beautiful one because I love the pictures. And all of the pictures you're going to see, there's kids in it. And the kids are the ones who are doing all the things we do in shul. The kids are the ones getting dressed to daven. The kids are the ones doing all the beautiful mitzvahs depicted. And the kids are the ones who are saying and davening to Hashem for all the brachas we need. So that's something you guys can remember. Kids know how to make the best shuls. So if you've got the Chabad Youth package for a shul to go, you're going to get busy and create it together. But let's read about this family who's going to be walking to shul. Tipping, tapping down the street, new shoes shining on our feet. We are Rosh Hashanah going. Time to hear the shofar blowing. Look at this family, so excited to come to shul. Now on the next page, that special mitzvah that was just mentioned. What do you think's inside here? There's a picture of it on the outside, but I'm going to pull it out so you guys can see it. This is the beautiful special mitzvah of blowing shofar. And that's something that we are not going to miss this year. Corona or no corona, we're going to hear the shofar wherever we are. We're going to hear it from our houses or right outside our houses. We're going to make sure that our parents know where they can hear the shofar this year, and we're going to join them because that's a mitzvah that every single one of us can keep. And all you need to do is listen carefully. So let's listen together to hear what they read. Shofar with your rousing sound, I can hear you all around calling, Rosh Hashanah's here. Time to start a brand new year. You can see the beautiful blast of the shofar, the tekiah, the shvarim, the trua, and the beautiful children who are so excited and listening attentively, just like you will. And for the next one, this one's also really tricky. I didn't have any of it in my house, only in the freezer. And in the freezer is not quite the type of fish we were looking for. We were looking for live fish. And we don't have any live fish in this house. But if you've got a live fish, that's a really fun thing to look at now while we read the next page. Because this family is about to go to do what special mitzvah? Tashlich. Let's read it together. We are Rosh Hashanah walking. See us marching, strolling, talking. We'll be reaching, throwing, shaking on this Tashlich trip we're taking. Here we are. And what are they throwing? Are they throwing balls? I don't think so. What are they throwing? They're throwing away all those averas. Say goodbye to each mistake. Throw it in the flowing lake. So glad Rosh Hashanah's here. Time to start a brand new year. And all the kids looking at the beautiful ducks and the fish in the lake are reaching deep into their pockets, throwing away all of those averas and getting ready to hold on to a beautiful new year of only mitzvahs. And now we're going to see how the family concludes. We are Rosh Hashanah packing, busy piling up and stacking all the mitzvahs that we've done for the year that's just begun. L'shana tova. And there we are, a bunch of beautiful mitzvahs in just one amazing Shabbos of Rosh Hashanah. And the day after, the second day of Rosh Hashanah, you already have a massive collection of tons of mitzvahs to show for yourself for a brand new year. We spoke about some of them today. We have the apple and the honey, making a special bracha on it. We have the beautiful bracha that comes even before that of lighting Shabbos candles. You might be making a special bracha on Kiddush. Of course, the bracha you make on the challah, even before the challah gets to the table. But then after, when your father or your mom, whoever's cutting up the challah together at the table, you're going to be making that special bracha of Hamaitzi Lechem Min Haaretz, another beautiful bracha. And then another special mitzvah that you can do. It doesn't have a bracha, but sending cards or special wishes to all the people you love, like your Bubas or Zaidas, or all the other amazing people in your life, maybe some of your friends. We can send it in the mail or pop it in the mailbox, or we can even draw a picture and draw something and take a photo and send it in our phones, and it'll still reach very, very far into someone's heart. That's another special mitzvah that you can do to make people happy. So with that, boys and girls, it's time to start a brand new year. We are so, so grateful that this special new year is actually going to be starting in just a few days. We hope we're going to see all of you guys on Friday at a really exciting Sivas Hashem rally. That's going to be 11:30 on Friday morning. And right after that, as Rosh Hashanah comes in, you're going to open your Shul to Go packets, and you're going to daven together with your beautiful machzor and your machzor companion and your newly constructed stender and all the amazing specific roles that you chose for yourself in Shul. And hopefully we'll get to hear a very, very, very big shofar blast. And it's not just going to be the shofar blast of the mitzvah of shofar, but it's going to be the shofar blast we're waiting for, of the shofar blast telling us that Geula is here. And we'll see all of the boys and girls from around the world celebrating a brand new year in Yerushalayim. Thank you so much for joining, guys, and we hope you have a beautiful night. Hope your teeth are brushed, your negelwasser's by your bed, and you sleep so well and have beautiful, sweet dreams.